Hey everybody, welcome to the Black Filmmakers Matter podcast. And today we have the wonderful Romeo Pough, filmmaker extraordinaire. It
Hi
took me
guys.
some time to catch up to him, guys. I wasn't feeling well, so I'm so glad he's joining us today. So our first question, usually in the beginning, I have like a conversation to get chemistry going between me and a filmmaker. It was hard to let this man go. It was hard. He has so much education and information to give us. We're gonna have to do another segment. So tell us, what's your favorite genre?
Oh, horror. That's horror. That's what it is, regardless.
Okay. All right. So why horror? Because
Because the way the human mind works is like robotic, but it's not robotic as a synthesizer. It's the same thing. Like you gotta think of God like a magician or an art, Because when you're able to create horror, you're able to see, okay, what would a person do in this situation? What would a
right,
person do in that? Or would a person succumbs to their fear? Would a person, revert back to their feeble nature of being a human, of being like a hunter, a primal, what makes a person tick, you know?
right.
And so with with horror, you can explore those emotions and exploit them. And so that's what I like to do. You know.
So is there anything? Tell me about timing with horror. I always hear timing.
Yeah, timing is very important. One of my favorite horror directors right now, you already know who he is, Jordan Peele.
Mhm.
Jordan Peele right now, and it's crazy because I actually have a girl I'm gonna connect with that's working with Jordan Peele.
Mhm.
He doesn't do a lot of jump scares. He goes based off psychological horror, and I love that. He basically does stuff that makes you think, what if? Like when he did this movie about aliens and stuff like that. And so that right there, having that timing of when to know to put stuff in, not jump
Mhm.
scares, but when to have, alien come out and suck people up, or basically have like the movie Us, when somebody pops out. It's the perfect timing to make the audience be like, oh snap, it's here.
Right.
I
Right.
like that. And James Wan with the Conjuring universe, his jump scares be on point, and it's not like it's just like it
Oh,
happens
sorry.
when you least expect it. So I love it.
Excuse me. 1 second. Okay. All right.
But James Wan is one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
He kills it.
Okay. A project you're working on, and you're working on several projects.
Hmm.
Tell me about one that's like really close to your heart.
Yes. So okay. Long story short, one of the projects I'm working on is Vikings. Um, we film in May for my zombie series. That's gonna be good. But Vikings. I'm a big mythology guy. Long story short, I love all mythologies, and what they say mythologies there are truths. I believe the god Odin is real. I love Vikings. I love how they portray it, and having a black guy write a horror Viking TV show, they're gonna be like, oh wow, let's see this
That's why
develop.
when you said Vikings, I was like,
Yeah, it's a Vikings horror TV show. We
yeah.
film in August. It's called Svartalheim Odin, and basically Svartalheim is where a legend where the dark elves come from. If you watch the second movie of Thor, they talk about it. So that right there is very passionate for me because I love Vikings. I love their heritage, and I'm able to dive into mythology. That's the first project I really want to dive in and show like, hey, a black person can write that too. You know.
Right.
And
Right.
so it's and right now we got a lot of white people that love it. They ready for it. They ready for it. So it's gonna be
So
good.
so as a filmmaker, as a very busy filmmaker, um, what are some things you're seeing that we need more of as a community?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Definitely. We need more people to come out and support, especially when it comes to telling black stories. Because, for example, a lot of people, I love hood movies and stuff like that. A lot of
Mhm.
people they tired of the same regurgitated stuff.
Right.
But if people only shooting the product of their environment, maybe if we start investing with funds and sending to filmmakers that want to tell different stories, the
Mhm.
cheapest way is to tell a hood story, right?
Right.
So I
Right.
feel like
Mhm.
if more black people actually invested filmmakers that want to, good filmmakers now, not people that's trying to just take money and just take it, but good
Right.
filmmakers, then we'll be able
Mm.
to tell the stories you want to tell,
Right.
especially something that's like sci-fi or action stuff like that.
I interviewed a filmmaker in the UK, which was awesome. And he said they're so far behind, they're just doing like Boys in the Hood out
Yeah,
there. That
yeah,
blew my mind. Like,
yeah. Because
why?
I mean, because it's easy to film a hood film. You don't need to have all the like booking out clubs and stuff like that when you have connections.
Mm,
For me,
yeah.
labor cost is more expensive for me because I'm doing horror and all this other stuff. But I could easily make a hood movie, but I just don't want to.
Okay. So I have to ask you this. This is a personal question, guys.
Yeah.
I heard a little birdie told me you worked on Vampire Diaries.
Yes, yes. So I was an intern. So I wasn't like they were. I was an intern soaking up the
Mhm.
game, and basically, we were able to. I was able to learn a lot, and they worked the crap out of me too. If you're an intern, just know they're gonna work you. But it was cool. It was cool seeing how they did everything. Though it was really
Mhm.
nice. Though
The
it was really
experience,
nice.
huh?
Because I mean, with productions like that, even with Tyler Perry, they swap interns a lot. Like they have a lot of people coming in from colleges and just
Okay.
working. But it was pretty cool to be there. It was pretty cool.
Okay, so speaking of experience, which you have much of, what's an experience you think a young filmmaker should experience? What should they, you know?
Definitely trying to work on bigger projects like with Disney or like, you don't even have to just like you could be a background actor. You know what I'm saying? And then you could just like, for example, one of the shows, Hunger Games, that was shot in North Carolina years ago, right? Not the new one, but in like Asheville, they was looking for people to do it. I was in school, playing basketball, so I couldn't do it.
Right.
But
Right.
just being on set and having like the surroundings of what it is to be on a major set, I'm telling you, like the connections you can make is dope, especially if you're trying to be a filmmaker and just industry wide. You know what I mean? And I feel like basically, if you want to learn something, you'll be able to learn something more being on set instead of paying thousands of dollars for a school, which is not bad. I have a media and TV degree, but I'm just saying, like, I would rather
Right.
be on set and learning. That's what I think they should miss out on.
Okay, so do you have like a signature in your work? Like we would know it was your movie if we saw it. You know
Oh
how
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
filmmakers have different signatures in their films?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically, for me, the logo is unique. Redhawk Crescent Studios with the wolf. That's always me. But with me, it wouldn't be a Romeo Pough, film without it
Right.
being something supernatural, baby. You know what I mean? Like it will, I live in, like, listen. When you have a light skinned mom that's very supernatural, that takes very herbal supplements,
Yes,
you're
sir.
gonna see some supernatural
Yes,
in there.
sir. I
And
got
she's
one of
from New
those
York too.
too.
Yeah. So if it's not a hint of supernatural or magical stuff in it, then
Uh-huh.
it's not Romeo. Or if it's not, then you're gonna see a hint of something that's gonna leave a message,
Right.
a
Yeah.
mystical message. So yeah, yeah. Like I give you a prime example. One of the shows that we're working on in 2025 is one of my favorite film directors of all time is Tim Burton.
Okay.
So I'm going to be creating the black version of the Adams Family called the Pugh Family, and we're working on that film in 2025. And I'm
Okay.
playing the father. We have producers ready for that, so it's going to be the black version of the Adams Family with a twist. And
Okay.
so, like that's how my mind operates. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You see my hat. You see my hat
You
Wednesday.
you you look like you're gonna start your own Hollywood, man. Keep playing.
Oh, it is. It is. It is. So my term that I'm actually going to copyright, that I'm on, like my team is going to copyright, it's called Indiewood. I don't call it Black Hollywood. I call it Indiewood.
Mhm.
INDIEWOOD. That's why I switched my film festival from Redhawk Crescent Indie Awards to the Indiewood Awards.
Mhm.
Indiewood, you know what I'm saying? So Indiewood is simple. Basically, is regular people still working 9 to 5, but when them lights and cameras turn on, we the stars. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so that's what it is. And so my goal is to be a millionaire in Indiewood, and my goal is to actually create a union like SAG-AFTRA for the Indiewood people. So we know we can get it popping. We can get it popping. So yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So
And like I said, I want everybody to hear if you need any help, just call me. I'm here.
I got you.
You need any
I
help in
got you.
New
I got you.
Jersey, New York, anything.
Well, also, I'm looking for one of the websites is called firejobs.com. I'm building. It's clearly
Mhm.
going to be the independent version of backstage, and so I'll be done with that this week, and I'm looking for an admin, hence mine that can help run the website when I'm not there. So
Okay.
it'll be just like Facebook where you can post, you'll be able to pictures and everything,
Hmm.
but it'll be a place where independent directors can network and
Okay.
post their jobs and stuff like that. So I'm gonna need an admin that can run that, and that's gonna switch the game up because it's gonna be for $5.95, which is very
Okay.
cheap compared to backstage. You
All
know,
right.
so
I'm
you
good
know,
at that website stuff. I like that kind of stuff. Administrative,
yeah.
tedious stuff. I'm good at that stuff.
Because right now I run a Tubi casting group with 10,000
Mhm.
people. It's called Tubi's Castings, and me and my homegirl Shashi, hey Shashi, I'm sorry, we run the group. So like
Mhm.
but that firejobs.com, that's going to be literally like the independent version of backstage. The only difference is you'll be able to have your own profile, post pictures, videos, live stream,
Right.
all that. And that's coming this week. I've been building that for a minute.
Okay.
So
So, what advice do you have for someone who's younger than us? Let's say high school. I'll even say college that doesn't have the funds to do what we're doing.
Oh, it's simple. You'll need funds. Just get a camera out your phone, iPhone 14, and shoot. You can do whatever you want. Like you can make a film no budget, just shoot because you're not going to learn everything. I mean, just sitting down trying to. I didn't have funds. We just got finished filming the last episode. You know how long it took me to save up? Like literally like 6 months.
That's
so
right.
so if I would say just get a phone and just film. It don't have to be perfect. Just tell the story you want to tell. You know what I mean? And
That's
then that's what short films are for, and films are for. So that way, when you do get to this level where you want to, tell like magical stuff or whatever, you
right.
know what to work. You know what I mean. So
Right.
just shoot whatever you got. Use your phone. This phone right here I'm holding right here can shoot better. It's on the same level as a Red Canon, or a Black Magic. So
Okay.
yeah,
No
definitely.
excuses.
Yeah, no excuses. So for me, I don't make excuses. I make stuff happen. So
Yeah,
you know,
man, we don't take excuses here, y'all. You looking for excuses, you're not gonna find them on this platform.
facts, facts, facts. And get
Okay,
that tax
so
money and go to work.
yeah, that's right. That's it. So, any advice that you can give to upcoming filmmakers? I mean, that you really think they need to hear, that
Oh,
you didn't
definitely,
know,
definitely,
nobody taught you.
definitely. Yeah. Nobody taught me the business side. I got burned, when it comes to like the business. Learn the business side. When I mean like the
Sir.
business, not the production side, but basically how to distribute, how to market, how to social media market. Always read the contract before you sign it. That's the old saying: "The devil's in the details, in the devil." Right? Details, whatever. But devil's in the details. That's what it is. So always look at what you're signing. Make sure that if you're producing, what producing means is if you're the one putting up money for it, if you're the one putting up money for it, make sure that you know exactly what you're spending, so you don't overspend. Because I overspent a couple times on production cost alone. Make sure you have a good editing team, unless you want to do it yourself. You can't do it yourself unless you're Tyler Perry. so, but but yeah, I love Tyler Perry. But yeah, but basically just learn the business side. There's YouTube videos. One of the guys, the group I'm in, his name is Jason Horton. He's awesome. He breaks down how to make money with low budget films and just films in
Mhm,
general.
mhm, mhm.
So just learn the business, because if you don't, that I'm telling you, people gonna take advantage of you, and you gonna look around like, darn, like maybe that's my idea. Yeah, but you didn't sign an NDA. Also, when you send a script to somebody, don't
Mhm.
send it. Make sure they sign an NDA. An NDA is a non-disclosed agreement, basically saying that hey, you own the rights to the script and they can't steal it or you can sue them.
That's
So
right.
before you send scripts, make sure you learn the business of production before you go into it. Also, for low budget filmmakers, and this is a trick that I learned, when you're writing the script, and before you start doing all the action scenes, make sure you go to the places. Like, for example, I write my stuff in the woods. I don't have the funds to be able to book all the locations. So write your script, pick the locations first, and then write your script to the locations.
Mhm.
So that
Okay.
way you're not looking to book different stuff and you're running out of money. So that way,
Smart.
tell a great story in those locations that don't require you to spend a lot of money booking them. And that's a trick that you need to learn. So
Okay, you
that's
just taught me something. You
Oh,
just taught
oh,
me
yeah,
something, man.
yeah.
That's a good
So
idea.
yeah. So if you writing something by the lake, or something by the lake, whatever, a monster, whatever you want to do, basically go like look at think like, okay, do I need to book out a club? Do I need to book out this? Try to go to locations that you don't need to pay a fee for or
Mhm,
get licenses, for from like like a government entity or something like that. So
mhm,
basically, that's what I do. I know I want to write in the woods. I know I want to book an Airbnb. You know what I mean? Something
mhm.
that basically is not too expensive. So that way, when it comes time to film, your budget is not being blown on locations. You know what I'm saying?
I
Find your
hear.
location first without cost, if you can, or low cost, and then write your story based off that, but make it intriguing. And
Okay.
also, another thing is that I dealt with, I love dialogue. Try to make your dialogue a little bit small, but intensify the action so people won't go to sleep on your stuff. You know what I mean?
I
And
got.
so, and that I would say
Mhm.
that also worked for me.
I got a horror I'm writing. I want you to look at.
Okay. I definitely look at it. Definitely look at it. And matter of fact, while we're on the phone, and I love the platform that that you're giving me right now.
Mm,
With my new company, Cleopatra's Coins, I'm looking for writers. So,
okay.
I have a whole production team. I have my team ready to go. So, like I said, if you have a film
Mhm.
that you want to write or something, I'm looking to produce content, and I'm looking for writers to write different stories for Cleopatra's Coins because when we produce it, we send it off. I take 50% and then give the rest to whoever wrote it. So it's something you want to do. If you want, I have a whole team ready to go.
Okay, y'all hear this, right? Do not limit yourselves.
Yeah,
Don't limit yourselves. It's you if you're limiting.
definitely.
Thank you so much for coming on and joining
Problem, no
me on this
problem.
journey. And it's you awesome. And I can you
Thank you.
come back for another segment?
Oh, definitely, definitely, definitely. But before I go, I got to shout out. Watch Soul Sister Chronicles on Oak Prime TV. It is amazing to watch it. Also, it will be live on Tubi and Peacock next month because I got past my quality check on Film Hub. So, and also Film Hub is how people get on Tubi, guys. People, and I hate gatekeeping. People love to gatekeep information, and I hate that. So
I
if you
don't like
guys
yeah.
I don't like that. If you're trying to get on Tubi with your film, go through these three companies: Film Hub, Indie Rights, or you can go through Bitmax.
Say it
Bitmax,
one more time, Romeo.
yeah. So to get on Tubi, how everybody be like dropping stuff on Tubi, Film Hub is free. Film Hub only charge 20%. They get paid when you get paid. Indie Rights is free. They don't charge anything. They get paid when you get paid. They're very reputable. Hey Miss Linda, I shout out to her. She follows me. Hey Miss Linda,
Hey, Miss Linda.
She owns Indie Rights. Number three is Bitmax. Bitmax, they charge you a little small fee up front, like probably like 1,500, but you get everything else on the back end. They market and promote you for everything. So that's how people get on Tubi, or they have other, or Maverick Entertainment. Maverick Entertainment, they're gonna get you on Tubi. But just know they might hold your fan for 10 years, so you'll be in prison. But 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 they'll pay you. But like I said, those are the four platforms I know for sure that'll get you on there. And like I said, guys, as I always would say, and this is my slogan: any fantasy can be a reality. So yeah, it's Mr. Redhawk Crescent, the Horror King, the new Disney of independent entertainment, the new Titan, and you're gonna be seeing my face. You're gonna have to come through me.
This
So
guy got
uh,
me trying to hold back tears, man. Seriously. This is
yeah,
nice. Thank you
because
so much.
I'm taking over. I'm taking over. Thank you for this opportunity. Like I'm looking to work with you. Like I said, I have a platform, firejobs.com. It's coming literally this week. It's literally what people. It's the independent version of Backstage. People post jobs. I need somebody that can help run it. I even share some of the profits with you. You know what I mean? So for
Okay.
me personally, I want to be able to educate black women, black men in general, and just people in general because you have to look at it like this right here. I'm getting a little deep here
Mhm,
when you've been conditioned for 400, 500 years to think that you come from nothing, we do come from Egypt. I'm Egyptian and Creole, right? That's my heritage.
yes,
But
sir.
people have to understand that when we say we're kings and queens, we're not just talking about makeup stuff. When you see Dr. Umar talk about people like Mufasa and stuff like that, he was a real person. He's
Mhm,
saying that, hey guys, we used to rule this world. We created everything like that. So my point is when you see black actresses being told, "Hey, you're too black to be starring in this," or you're not light skinned enough, or if you see a guy say, "Oh, you're only typecasted as a thug role," we
mhm.
come from royalty, guys. creativity is in our DNA. So a
That's
lot of
it.
people don't think just because if you're not in the film industry, you're not in any other industry, whatever you do, own your stuff, own your content, own your IP. What that means is if you write a script, you write, whatever you do, register it with the government, which is basically the Library of Congress. You know what I mean? It's like a $30 fee. You can register for like 4 scripts or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Own your stuff because if you don't own your stuff, these white corporations, and like I said, there's no racist bone in my body, but these white corporations would own your stuff and they will dictate everything. That's why you see all these celebrities going along with the trends because they don't own their stuff. Tyler Perry
Right.
owns his stuff, and he said the same thing. So, like I said, for me, I want to show black empowerment. I love working with anybody from
Mhm.
different backgrounds, but I'm going to put black women in, positions, to be in a horror genre, to be in a fantasy genre, to be in a sci-fi genre, to be able to uplift the black community because some people are ignorant and some people they just content.
Just don't know. Right.
For
Mhm.
me, I'm a Titan. I'm looking. I know that my roots go back to Queen Nefertiti. That's facts. So I'm royalty. I'm looking to uplift the black community. I don't care if people talk about me. I have a thick scales. I take the stones for you guys. So if I can do it, I'm on 30. You can do it. There's no excuse to where you cannot uplift the black community. And for the black men, we are God's greatest creation besides the black woman. And
That's
you know
right.
we deal with a lot of stuff. So all I can say is that be the leader you were designed to be. Pull your pants up when you're talking to people. Be clean shaven. You know what I mean? Or if you're going to the beard, basically present yourself as if how they want you to see you. But one thing I would say, and I'll leave it alone, is play ball with them, and then when it's time to score, the ball is in your court. So
That's
play by
right.
their rules, but use their resources to retool the community. And that way we can be kings and queens running this world like we were meant to be, like we did thousands of years ago in Egypt,
Mhm.
aka Kemet. So I'll leave that alone. I want to get deep with it, but I appreciate this opportunity, to be on the platform. So what I'm saying, guys. So like I said, this is Kemet awakening, and it is time for us to go back to our roots. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
basically awaken Yahshua, aka Jesus Christ, the Son of Yahweh. So I appreciate this platform.
I'm gonna, yeah, I gotta talk to you after. What I'm doing is gonna blow your freaking mind. And it sounds just like you.
I love that. I love that. I'm down. I'm down to support the sisters. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down.
But
So
thank you so much. I'm gonna wrap it up.
yep.
And thank you, Romeo, for coming. And again, I want to ask you later to come on again sometime soon.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Redhawk Crescent Studios, baby. Yeah.
Redhawk Crescent Studios, y'all.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Redhawk Crescent. Remember, any fantasy can be a reality. Let's go.
I love you, man. That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
brother.
yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll let you guys go. I got to watch my nieces and nephews. Oh Lord. But thank you guys. Look at TV show Social Chronicles, Prime TV streaming, and it'll be available next month on everywhere else. So
All
thank you
right.
guys.